What's going on, everyone? It's Eric, and coming to you from my truck. A bit of a different sort of video today. We're doing like a new guitar day here, and I managed to line up a guitar that I've wanted for a very long time. It's a very rare one. There was a limited run of these, but the run didn't get finished, so I managed to find it sort of locally, but the whole driving towards it's going to make sense in a bit. I got to do a little bit of planes, trains, and automobiles to get this thing, so park the truck. I'm going to hop on a ferry to go get this thing and then come back and we're going to go get this thing. But yeah, the things you do for the guitars that you want. Definitely worth it though, since this is a very, very rare guitar and one that I've, again, wanted for a very long time. Stay tuned. Well, here we are out on the ocean. The views are absolutely deadly. Pretty good way to go get a guitar. All right, we're back after the planes, trains, automobiles, and the ferries, or the ferry masons, as I would like to say, to get this guitar. Got it right back here. You might be able to see it. There's the latch. Huge guitar case. You probably know what's gonna be in it. And we're back. Here is the giant guitar case. And if you couldn't tell, like, you probably know what it's gonna be because it's a giant guitar case. And with this little hint down here, you probably know what it's also gonna be as well if it's a giant Dean guitar, like, hard case. So let's pop this open. I'm gonna throw it on the couch. Let's open it and yeah. Let's take a look at this absolute, like, holy grail guitar. Here we go. And moment of truth. Here it is in all of its glory. This is a 2007 Dean USA Dimebag commemorative Razorback Rust in absolute mint condition. Like, it's not often you find a pointy guitar like this or a big guitar like that's the ML Explorer V-shape or anything like that. That is absolutely mint unless it was a total case queen like this guitar is in this case. Got some case candy here. We got the original Dean catalog from '07. As you can see, you got obviously Dimebag right there. The rest of the guitars from the year, some Michael Shankers. Here's the advertising print that came with these guitars. Yeah, pretty cool. There's the bar. The owner decided to toss in a couple of DR Dimebag strings, really cool. And the guitar has some strap locks on it, but otherwise that's not really important. Let's take this one out and let's look at it in a little bit more detail. All right, so here is the USA Rust Razorback. Like, I can't believe how insane this guitar is, and I also can't believe just how great of shape this is in, like, for being almost 20 years old. Like, also, let's, like, highlight, like, how great the paint job looks. This guitar, like all Dean USA guitars since the Armadillo acquisition, were built in Florida, and this one was then shipped out to California, hand-painted, shipped back to Florida, bolted all up, put together, and sent to dealers. Like, this guitar has been all over the place just to get built, and just to hold this thing in my hands, like, so many years later after, like, wanting one of these things, like, it's crazy. I remember being in middle school computer class and, you know, probably should have been on, like, All the Right Type or something else, or, like, working on schoolwork, but I was just looking at Dean guitars and, like, all my other favorite guitars back in the day, just thinking one day maybe I'm gonna own it, and here we are. This guitar is honestly in fantastic shape for the year. Don't mind me looking around. I'm gonna show some of the points on here. Like, headstock is totally clean. I'm gonna try and get some better ones later on. You can see up there, that's clean. Clean. Trying to not damage this thing for how big it is. That's clean. Those are clean. Like, this thing is and was a total case queen. Flipping the guitar over, and like, this guitar's paint job is absolutely crazy. Get the printed vinyl graphic of Dimebag signature, And then we got the nice V-shaped neck on the back. The fretboard axis is great on this guitar. The fretboard needs a cleaning, and the frets themselves need some cleaning as well. The whole guitar needs a full setup and a little bit of TLC, but that is to be expected from a guitar that's like 20 years old and has, you know, more or less sat for a good chunk of its life. But yeah, super stoked to have this thing in the collection. But yeah, I still can't believe that this is honestly in my hands right now. Let's plug it in, let's get some quick tones, and then let's get out of here. So that was the guitar plugged in with a quick tone test, and you know, just gotta say how great this thing sounds. I gotta dial it in a little bit, like pickup height and things like that, string height. Honestly, just put new strings on it and just totally set it up. But like out of the box, just for how this guitar has been, like for the last probably 20 years, this thing feels great. The guitar sounds great. Dimebag on the bridge sounds great for Pantera and non-Pantera tunes. The DiMarzio Super Distortion in the neck, that's like an 80s classic, still sounds great as a neck pickup. The OG Floyd Rose here. And for a guitar that's at the custom shop level, which is what this guitar is, this guitar like just blows a lot of them out of the water. This feels great. This is not me being like Dimebag fanboy, like, you know, Dean fanboy or things like that. Like, this is just like a super solid guitar, and this is like a really great first impression. I saw a couple people online saying that these guitars were a little bit hit and miss, and I'm very, very happy that this guitar is a total winner. Stay tuned for the full video. I'm gonna set this up, I'm gonna walk you through how we do it. I'm gonna take this guitar apart, and I'm gonna walk you through like everything that is related to this guitar, because it's not every day you get something this special that rolls into your collection. So of course, I wanna share it with you, and especially because it's Dimebag related, we're 100% gonna do a deep dive on it. If you like these kinds of videos, let me know down below. Hit the like button, hit subscribe if you're new here, and if you like all things Pantera, Dimebag, and as well as other guitar-related deep dive topics. And if you are a returning subscriber, make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss a single video that I upload. Thanks for checking this out, and I'll see you next time.